Hello, Bill Molyneux here with Bill's History and Wargame World. And we are at the Battle of North Point, War of 1812, North Point State Battlefield. And I'm with Goober the Traveling Bear. This battle happened on September 12th, 1814. And it's near Dundalk, or it's in Dundalk, Maryland. And the interesting thing is, Gina Shock, the drummer from the Go-Go's, was from Dundalk. So when you come to this battlefield park, we're going to be visiting three main sections. So the high winds made it almost impossible for me to do the audio. So I'm doing the audio while watching the video with you. I hope you'll stay through and watch. I'm hitting these billboards. They were very informative, and what I thought was really neat was the outline of the War of 1812 for the Baltimore region. And they had these really cool maps. And I think as I progress throughout the next few months, Goober the Traveling Bear and I will hit each of these different areas. You can also pause your screen to read these the signage that we're looking at. Now this park is about 4 acres, I would say, and then we'll be visiting 2 more. So what's really nice is it's well kept. It has nice pathways, and as you can see here, I'm walking along one of the pathways. They had benches every, I'm going to say 50 feet, and also a lot of nice signage. So we'll be hitting these different signs as we walk along the paths. So it was a very brisk day, by the way. So here's the delay tactic. So of course the Americans were trying to stop around 3,700 British troops and 1,000 Marines, and this was the pivotal point. The British did break through here. However, it was a very good holding action for the Americans to slow down the advance. One of the interesting things is the main general for the army was shot and killed, and that also affected the British troops fighting for the rest of this entire campaign battle as it be. The battlefield itself has a lot of this nice woodwork, the worm fencing, and as you can see, the fencing is all around the park and through the park. I thought it was well done. It's really impressive for a little itty bitty battlefield park to have as much as they have in it, between the signage and the fencing, flags, a really nice walkway, and there's a swampy ground that is got boardwalk planking. And these signs are just really neat, very informative. So I'm hoping that you're going to stay with me as we visit more of the battlefield here. So I'm going to be taking us across the street and to some other locations, and hopefully you'll find this video informative, that you will go look for the Battle of North Point outside of Baltimore in Dundalk, Maryland. So let's continue with my video. You'll be seeing how the swampy ground is still there, just like it was in the War of 1812. Now, on the signage, one of the interesting things is this woman that was kissed by a British soldier, and she jumped from the second-story window. General Ross, the British commander, was unhappy with that event. Now here's the swampy ground I was talking about, and the boardwalk pathway. This little battlefield, for all things considered, they really have done an outstanding job to do a presentation for a visitor that's interested in the War of 1812 history. You can walk all through this little battlefield. The signs are set up. They have park benches. And oh my gosh, it's Goober the traveling bear. Yes, Goober even came to visit the Battle of North Point. So this is a British victory. Unfortunately, the Americans do lose this battle, but it consumes an awful lot of time as far as the British and their advances to take Baltimore. And of course, we all know the Star-Spangled Banner, Fort McHenry, and what happened there. So down the road, about a mile and a half, is this monument. And I was very respectful to stay off the private property that's bordering it. And so this is the only monument that I could find on Wikipedia to the battle. And I'm going to hit all four sides and also the roadside marker. So if you come here, there is a posted sign on the fellow's garage. I waved, and I didn't go on their property or anything. I stayed on the roadside and the guardrail. I presume, I guess, if you were to go up and ask if you could get to come in from the other side, I can't believe they would give you a hard time. But I came in from the guardrail side. Now, this is across the street from the battlefield that we started at. And this is Battle Acre. I thought it was really a neat little section of the battlefield. So when you're at the North Point battle, across the street diagonally is Battle Acre. And what I thought was really cool was they have a cannon in the center of the park, more sign descriptions, but painted on the wall of the beer distributor in this park, which we're going to see momentarily, is a mural of the battle, the officers in command on both sides, and a little picture painting of the battle itself. And also they have more battlefield signs of what happened here. Now you're now seeing the battlefield mural, and it's very impressive. If even my video doesn't show how awesome it is. And I can't say enough about all the signage they had at the battlefield in all the different locations. And due to the high wind, I couldn't use my audio again. I had to erase the audio and re-record like I am now while watching the video. So it's the best I could do. 15, 20 mile per hour winds. Even with the filter I was trying to use didn't drown it out. So the artillery piece that sits on the pedestal is pretty cool. And I'm going to be swinging around to get a closer view of that for you. And of course, the battlefield itself is on the outskirts of Baltimore. Dundalk is almost heading out towards like Golden Ring, White Marsh Mall area, for all things considered. It's not directly in Baltimore. All right, I think this is where I take a stroll over to the mural that's painted on the warehouse, or no, not a warehouse. It's I think a beer distributor. It's quite large. I'm going to say it's 80 feet long, and it's well kept. It's not really chipped or poor as far as fading or anything. So I think they must come back and touch it up every couple years, because it looks quite pristine. And the little battlefield section, which is what we're seeing next, they have the images of the soldiers fighting, and then the inauguration of the battlefield itself. So now we're back at North Point State Battlefield Park, and this is where I'm going to close out this video. Goober the Traveling Bear, don't forget Scoot's Barbecue in Gloucester, Virginia is one of our favorite places. And thank you for watching my North Point